Hello everyone, welcome to all. Just 2 minutes wait for some other people can jump. Just 2 minutes. Intelligence and Data Science at Karpam College of Engineering, Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu. And ULockAI, this is the first workshop, AI agents workshop. Let us discuss. In this workshop, you can In this workshop, we can learn understand of AI and the agent concept and explore agents architecture and Grok API, how to use Grok AI API and how to integrate it with the LLM and how to create AI agents in just 1 hour. Okay. Before starting a practical session, we have to learn about theoretical knowledge about in AI fundamentals and understanding what AI does and AI agents and what are the technical architectures are there and what are the things have been in the Grok platform and how to build AI agents. Theoretical section. This ULock AI is dedicated to AI security and safety platform. It was created by myself and with my friends and our mission is protect AI and secure AI from attackers. That's all. And secure AI platform AI related. In future, all the things will be using AI. Before starting, I, I want to share one thing. It releases its own sources to intern by. So there is an issue. Protect the AI from attackers and prompt injections like malprompts. These things we should aware of it. That's why I'm creating this. You like a what is artificial intelligence? AI is refers to machines that mimic human. It's learning and it's provide a reasoning to explain the what's the concepts and use it to solve the problems. Narrow AI and general AI are the types of AI. You can see many AI applications in this world. What is AI agents? AI agents is a specified part of AI that used to do some special task that assigned to its okay. It contains autonomy, operates independently and reactivity, respond to the environment changes, proactivity. In IoT ways, we can connect it with the sensor. It connect data from sensors and use LLM as a brain and actuators execute the action, predefined action. Memory used to store the previous data and it takes the decision, smart decision. What is the difference between chatbot and AI agent? Agents handle multiple steps task, but chatbots can use only for question and answer exchanges. Okay, chatbots if the user asks a question to the chatbot use it for answer only. But agents provide doing that multiple task. That's the difference between AI agents and chatbots. Agents retain long time context. Agents long time context it stores its memory and chatbots limited memory. That's why AI agents do multiple tasks. History of AI agents. During 1950s, Turing test and AI fundamentals are established. Everyone know. Uh, that is the initial stage of AI agents, and later 60s to 70s, systems emerge and intelligence agents are come. And in 2020s, LLM. In 2017, Transformers introduced and 2020 LLM ChatGPT. All the things are under one of the application of AI agents. This is the history of AI agents. In AI agents, real-time examples, customer service agents, voice agent, if the personal agents, and the trading bot, coding assistant, research agent, these things are the real-world example of AI agents. What is the architecture of AI agents? First of all, user interface where we can get the input from user, and then agent core. In agent core, we can use a reasoning engine and orchestration decision and planning action and method execution, managing task, how it will be execution flow. In memory system, we can build a short-term memory as well as and a long-term memory. And tool connect we in tool integration we integrate the LLM with the API key, and it will go to the web search and execute the code. It connect with the external services. It will come under MCP multiple context protocol. In LLM here, Grok, OpenAI, Anthropic are LLM memory. They are used to understand the human language and generate the response, so that we can provide a structured response to the user. In AI agents, for front and back end, UI and React, we can use multiple front end libraries. Okay. LLM providers are OpenAI, Grok, Anthropic, Claude are used, or they are provide a LLM API key, and APIs and tools infrastructure. External API key, we can say what is the API key and other things in future. What is API key? API key is a unique secret code token that is used to connect our chatbot with the LLM provider. It provide a grant access and track usage and control permissions. That's like a unique keyword that, we should protect API key from attackers and unauthorized persons. How API key work? Your app include the key in every API request header, and it validates quota and log the usage and grant access. Then it will provide the services to the model. Security means we should store the API key in environment variable. We should not use directly in the code, because if they push our code into the GitHub like open source, the attackers or unauthorized people can get the API key and they can use. If they use apart from the limited, so there will be a billing we should pay. That's all. That's why we have to protect API key in private. We should store it in a environment variable. Never committed to the version control, which means GitHub. We should not disclose our API key to the GitHub. In AI, they are provided. GPT provides OpenAI. OpenAI provides multiple GPT models, and Llama and Mistral. They are the open source model. They free to use and self-hostable, and it is used for fast and efficient, cost-effective, strong performance. Before we choosing the model, we should find the size of the model, what are the parameters are there, and how the LLM works, its speed, tokens per second. Later we can see how what is token, and I will teach you. Then cost, capability, and match models to your job. Before choosing the model for our task, we should ensure these are the things mandatory to keep this. What is token? Token is a technique. It is used to split our a long sentence into a subwords. Um, for example, 4 character is approximately equal to 1 token. Context window is equal to total input plus total output. User gives the input to the agent. It will be the tokenization, and on the tokenization, it will store in the context window, and after that, the token will send to the model. The model will generate a response, output response. The output response also tokenize and store it into the context window, so that that's why the cloud shows the limit exists. You can't you can't chat any like that. Each and every response should have limit. You can restrict our AI model to use some amount of tokens, so that we can protect our API key limit usage in free. Okay. Rate limit and quota control. How many tokens per request? Per request, I will see in the Grok platform, so that you can understand efficiently. System. Before creating an AI agents, we should ensure our system role properly teach to the AI agents who the agent is, and its name, role, and personality. How its response, like tone, how it like anger or politely and requestly. If you are using a customer agents, customer support agent, we have to fine tune it for polite or polite like tone response. So what are the things, constraints, tone, all the things we should teach to the agents before creating it. Formal, friendly, concise, or a detailed explanation. All the things we can provide to the agents. It will respond like that. How API call works? User request to the agent calling the API calling. API calling application processing and users API request to API is a unique key. It request the response to the model, host model, and it will send to the request to the graph endpoint. The model graph model generate the response and send through the API, and API get the result and from graph model, and it will be display on to the user output. Response generation, how it responds from it will receive the prompt from the user. Prompt means input. It will receive the input from the user, raw input. It will be tokenization. As I was already said, tokenization is useful to split our input, so that the agent can understand it easily. For what is your name, for example, for what is your name, the agent take what your name, so it will skip the uh, actual some other thing. It takes the particularly main semantic words, so that we can prevent a large amount of token in usage, so that we can use a agent within a particular token. Context understanding, as I was already said, input token plus output token is the context window. The context window will be fully handled by a agent. It will store in memory. If the user ask next question, it will check the memory and then create the response, so that it will prevent prevent again and again API calling for repeated questions. Pattern matching, neural network, in NLP or CV, neural network are introduced for neural network used for generate the next word, for predicting the next word. It used by probability and maximum likelihood and mathematical concepts for matching the patterns and predict the next word, so that the models generate the output. Token prediction. Next token, it uses probability and maximum likelihood mathematical concepts to predict the next word. Token means word. That's all. Subword token means sampling and selection. Sampling means it, the agent select agent generate the output. Sampling and selections means the LLM provide the model provide the rank to the response. It's generated around three response. It will whether it is similar to the answer for the given question or a given input. Based on the high ranking, it will be select and give the output to the user. Will mean internally. Response assembly means what are the things user set in constraints. Based on that, the response should be written to the user as output. In output return, final response will be delivered to the application, so that we can build in application. What is mean by environment variable and security? I was already said API key is a unique key. We should protect it from unauthorized people and attackers. So environment variables is used there. It's a key value pair stored or code that sensitive configuration data like API key and model names endpoint. Okay, API key means your secret authentication token that was created in LLM AI agents API key providers. They are listed model names and base URL, and what are the request per time limit also they mentioned in the website. We will see that. Security. Yeah, store in this workshop we are going to working in a Google Colab, where how to store a environment variable, and how to secure a API key. I will display. Major API key providers are OpenAI. They are provide a GPT OSS model, 120 billion parameter model, and a Whisper model. And Alibaba Cloud provide a Quen model, and Canopy Labs provide a RPS model, and Grok provide a Grok model. Google provides Google Gemini and multi-model. Meta provide a Llama. These are the API key we can use in our AI agents, but many API key are high premium, and we should pay for how usage API key usage, so that now today we are going to use Grok API, because that is the beginner friendly and budget friendly. There is no budget for API key, and we can use Grok AI model. So we can see why Grok. Grok is a lightweight and fast inference, and 500 plus token per second. It fast delivery and real time. It can use be in real time application, and it cost effective price and multi-model support. It supports a Llama, Mistral, Gemma, and Open AI's ChatGPT models also there. We can use it. In Kaggle console, we can see the dashboard and the playground and its documentation. Let me show. This is the Grog platform where we can see our organization, and we can create a new project for a particular API key so that we can create a new agents where we can billing in billing section. This is the $0 free for everyone. For developer, they are charged for pay per token. How many token they are used for generating the output from their model so that they can pay. This is like a pay as like you use like that. Enterprise for enterprise startup companies, they can use they can contact us and they give their details. We can work in team so that we can invite our team members here and we can distribute our work in here. This is profile. We can store our details. This is the limit and what are the models are there. They are provided LLM and Grok compound model, Llama models. This is a 8 billion model. This is 70 billion model. This is the version of the model. Llama 3.1 is a Llama model 3.1 version 8 billion. Instant model, verse like model, they are provided in free of cost. Meta Llama models and OpenAI GPT models, OSS model, and Quen 3, 32 billion models, 27 billion models. These are the limit request per minute. The user can request mm, this model per 30 request per minute so that we don't need to pay. Per day, we can pay, we can request 7,000, 7K, 7,000 request per day. We can use this model. And for token, the output was generated by element might to 6,000 token, we can use it this model for free. For per day tokens is 500K, 5 lakh. Per day we can generate 5 lakh token using this model. They are mentioned for something no limit, no limit. And for they are providing speech to text model and text to speech model. Also they provide whisper models and canopy labs models. These are the request per minute, request per day, and audio second per hour, audio second. For text data we called as a token. In audio, this is a speech to text model and a text to speech model. So we are, they are given audio second per hour and audio seconds per day, they mentioned. Then how many tokens we have used in this, we can see in this part. This is the speech to text model. I used around less than $0.01 cost. They in for each and every model we can see here. OpenAI GPT model, the one model. I have used these models and models terms. And Saudi Arabia, and this is the text to speech model. They have some terms we should allow it for that for use. This is the project creation where we can create new project and invite our teams to work together here. Data control, they mentioned how to control our personal data and to from LLM. And audit log for upgrade to enable audit log. We need to find what are the, we need to logs. I will see. This is the limit. In playground, we can see models there. This is the one model. Here also we can request 60 per minute, 1K per day, and tokens 60K, 6K per minute, and 500K per day. They released in May 28 and 2025. These things are the models details here. Limit and limit. We should use within the limit. If the limit extend the limit, we should pay to them so that we aware of what is token and what is the limit, what is the request. That's why I'm teaching that. In API key, we can create a new API key. We can find the expiration date for 7 days or 30 days, 60 days or 90 days. I choose no expiration. Uh, Once we created the API key, it will, once we should copy it. It won't be visible to us. Your your new API key has been created. Copy it now, as we will not display it again. We cannot see it again. So we should copy it and we should store it in a place. I have copied. Okay. So this is the now created API key, 0 API key calls. For a demo, I have 70 API key calls. API calls is like this. In usage, as I was always said, based on the model and how many tokens we used, how many requests we called, API called, all the things we can see here. And logs, what are the things happened in log means what are the things happened in this playground. In this we use in this time we use this model and API keys name and the code, latency, input token, output token. This is the context window. Input token and the output token. This is the context window and request ID. It's a unique ID generated by a Grok platform. We can see what are the error. This is 429 error. This is 200, not an error. We can see here. For more details, you can see this document, Grok document, console.grok.com/docs.org. So that this is the Grok platform and theoretical knowledge of AI agents. Now we can start working on Google Colab, creating new notebook. Note. Before starting to the, this is the secret key. Okay, I'm deleting this. This is the secret key, environment key, where we can Grok. We can store our API key. For starting, we should install Grok and ULockAI. The ULockAI and Grok was installed. Then we can code. Okay. From Grok, import Grok. This is the Python syntax. We are installing the Grok package and importing the Grok module. Okay. If we are using a secret key from here, so we should import Google Colab and user data. This is the Google Colab's user data. We should import from Google.colab import user data so that we can API key use a Grok API key. This is the API key is a name. This is the environment variable name we should use here. Okay, it should be same like that. From ULockAI import God. In client variable, we call the grok function using API key. The API key get from Colab environment variable. We can give API key directly here, like this. We can give API key directly here, but this is not preferable. We should store API key in Google Colab environment secret key. Then we should get it from there. Okay. And this is the memory we saw in here, like we saw in playground. We saw this is the message role and content. Okay, here we see role and content. This is the system role. We have seen this in environment variable security token response system roles. Before creating agent, we should use role of the system. You are a helpful AI assistant. This is the context. Calling, before get user input, we should create a role for the system so that it will be stored in memory. We can use here for You are a coding agent, you are a suggestion agent, like that we can provide whatever we are a scenario we can provide. I am using here you are a helpful agents. This is the system role. Then while input not equal to by, if the user sent by, the the code will be terminated. Until that the code should be run. That's why I using while loop, and input not equal to by, it will be sent to the next line. Next line we are using if god.scan. God.scan means this is ULockAI is a product. We can scan users input from and give the risk score, so that we can use it. Either block or the agent can call it. Okay. If the risk score is greater than 70, the agent will be like a small prompt or prompt injector, so that if it is greater than 70, so we should block the user's input. Either, else we can continue to the memory append. In memory we have append the user's input here in this line. Okay. Memory is a list where we can append users input to that. Because this is the memory, the agent get the data from memory. Based on that, and then get input from user. Based on that, it will generate the next, it will predict the next output. Okay. Okay. Then the response we have to the empty string for response. Then in completion it will generate the response. We here we call the API, and give model name and a message and a string. It will be generate response and store it in completion. And then in completion, each and every chunk iterate using for loop, and it will store in response string. This is the empty string. Here we store each and every chunk from the response, and we will print that response here. But not from the provide access to notebook. So this is the AI agent, and it will provide an answer to us. What are the mistake I have done? I have in variable name I have mistake, and I block this model, so that it will be act as a agent. Mm, I am saying what is AI provides the empty text here. Artificial intelligence is the branch of computer science that aims to create something extra. Core ideas, machine learning, neural network, NLP, CV, planning and reasoning, types of AI. Okay. Okay. Yes, India. As of June 2026, the Prime Minister of India is Narendra Modi. He has been in leadership since 2014. So this is the agent. Whatever you are asking, it will be provide the question. That's all. You can take a screenshot of this, so that you can use. This is the line installing the package Python packages Clock and ULockAI. and these are the lines we are importing ULockAI and collaborates user data and grok. This is importing grok from grok, and this is importing users data from Google Colab, and this is importing ULockAI guard. This is the client. Here we use a secret key get from Google Colab. Here we stored, and we need to provide access. That's why it's not working at the initial stage. We provide access to it so that it will be work. In memory, we have to specify the system's role. Based on that role, it will be act as the it will act give the response to the user. Okay, this is the Python line. You can if the input is a by, then the output will not be terminated. If for x by, the code running will be stopped and the agent will be stopped. That's this is the code of a simple agent. We can use this for chatbot. Here you use the OpenAI GPT OSS model. We can use multiple models. What we have seen here is okay. For we want multiple model, we can use here. You can choose that. The input and will be stored in memory for future reference, and this is the empty string. At the initial, the agent did not generate any output, so we need to store it, so that create empty string. In this line we have use we have call the model using model, and we give the memory as a memory message to the model. This will be called the API, and in PPT we can see API calling workflow. User request, if we are running this if we are running this code, it will the user's input will be stored in the memory, and in this line the completion variable we have stored here, and it will be create a output using these are the parameter model. What are the model we have to choose? We can choose here based, and see the models list here, and we can put this. Mm. For speech to text and text to speech, we can choose whisper large model and canopy lamps and opus. This is for iterating the model's response, and store it in a response variable code. For X in completion, completions means generated model agents generated output will be stored in completion. We are using iterated, and then iterate it and store it in a response variable, and then you can print the response. Once the user gives by, the while loop will be stopped, and then it will be terminated. Uh, that's all. Before creating an agent, we need to know about workflow and how the agent working. What are the tech stack we should know, tokens and request, the memory, all the things we should know. Here, ULockAI is used for prevent prompt injection to the model from attackers, so that it will protect the layer for a agent. Yes. You can. I'm sending this code to. You can store your secret key in this model, and make ensure you provide access for this notebook. Okay, you can see the value. You can create a new and multiple secret key to store your API key in private. We should focus on variable name and memory calling. All these things we should focus. That's all.